distant pleasures, no scale can measure.
It was one of her last live performances, Aaliyah on The Jay Leno Show. And it was performances like this that have so many wondering what could have been for the Detroit-raised princess of R&B.
I mean, I believe it was limitless. She was in movies. She was everywhere. She was definitely could have been on the level of Beyonce.
Yeah, when people talk about Aaliyah, they not only talk about her accomplishments, which were, of course, considerable as a singer and actress, but the conversations always seem to move on to what could have been.
So many people wonder.
Yeah.
She was frequently called refreshingly different and had that star power to appeal to mainstream as well as the true hip-hop and R&B fans. Tonight, we celebrate her life and we hear from those who knew the 22-year-old so well, people right here in Detroit.
Aaliyah's death left fans, family, and others in the music industry wondering, what could have been?
I think about it all the time. Sometimes when I'm playing her songs on the radio now, I just have a moment, just reflect and say, hey, I'm thinking about you, Aaliyah. You know, I know her spirit is doing something right now because she's the kind of spirit that'll last forever.
She could be considered a queen of her generation. I think she could have been anything she wanted to be.
People have compared her to, she could have been bigger than Beyonce.
Well, that possibility is there for sure. I think that she was on that trajectory for sure.
She had just did Queen of the Damned, and I couldn't watch the movie at first. It took a long time for me to see the movie, but her acting skills, the sky was the limit.
Her impact is so strong. You see it in so many artists. You saw it almost immediately. And Missy has been very vocal over the years, talking about her friendship with Aaliyah and how much she misses her.
What was next for Aaliyah? She told many she wanted to continue to pursue her acting. And there was something else she had never done that was in the making.
Diane had called me and said that Aaliyah wanted to do a gospel album. And I said, okay, just tell her to call me and we'll do it. And so we were making plans to do that.
Pastor Winans and Aaliyah never had that meeting. There's no question. Aaliyah touched so many lives professionally as well as personally.
She just had a beautiful spirit. She sung sometime in the shop.
John Gooden was one of Aaliyah's hairstylists.
When you hear her music now, how does it make you feel?
Sometime I be kind of grieving sometime because I, miss her. I really do.
When I do sing, I sing her some of her songs, to feel closer to her.
While Angie will never forget singing with Aaliyah on stage, she says it was Aaliyah's presence that was unlike anyone she had ever met.
And that's just what I remember about her, is that she was very humble.
I didn't even know what in love felt like or even existed until being with Aaliyah. She was the most talented thing going and intelligent. There's lots of kinds of talent. She had a lot of kinds of talent. Her perspective on life was a talent alone.
We should literally right now be talking about how that album 20 years later still resonates. How she's had this brilliant career 20 years later and she still is making albums that are moving people to the crowd. And that truly, truly is one of the most tragic things about the Aaliyah story.
We knew she was an angel and we knew she was a sweet person, but I don't think the public really understand the impact and the imprint that she left on the music industry.
When you think about her name, what it symbolized, most high, exalted, the best, and she embodied those terms.
My family and I, we love the simple things.
A Detroit girl with a dream. Aaliyah not only made her star shine, but represented a city who adored her.
Gone but not forgotten. We have spent months tracking down people who knew and worked with and loved Aaliyah. So we posted a half-hour special on our website, clickondetroit.com. If you would like to see some extended coverage, you'll find it there on the website.